Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a Form 8K filing from WEYERHAEUSER Co, a major player in the timber industry. Get ready for some boardroom shuffling because we're about to uncover a change at the top of their accounting department. It's not quite a coup, but someone's getting a promotion. This report is dated February 14, 2025, which means some decisions have already been made and now they're making it official. It's basically a snapshot of what's been going on behind the scenes. WEYERHAEUSER Company, that's who we're talking about. They're a big name in the world of wood. Think forests, lumber, and all things timber related. Okay, let's get to the meat of the matter. This section is about changes in leadership. It's like the corporate version of musical chairs. Here's the big news. Alex G. Whitney, only 37 years old, has been appointed as the company's vice president and chief accounting officer. That's a pretty big jump. He will be the main person taking care of the company's books. Now here's what's interesting. David Wold, who is the senior vice president and chief financial officer, has been pulling double duty as the principal accounting officer since May 2019. He's been doing two jobs at once. It looks like that's about to change. So, starting February 18, 2025, Mr. Wold will hand over the chief accounting officer responsibilities to Mr. Whitney. He'll still be the CFO, but he won't be in charge of the day-to-day accounting anymore. This probably frees him up to focus on bigger financial strategy. Let's learn a bit about Mr. Whitney. He joined WEYERHAEUSER in September of 2019 as a senior manager in accounting. He's been climbing the corporate ladder pretty quickly. That means he's been with the company for almost 6 years. He became vice president and controller in May 2022. So he has proven himself capable in a controller role and is ready for the next challenge. Before joining WEYERHAEUSER, Mr. Whitney worked at a KPMG. This is one of the largest and most respected accounting firms in the world. This means he has a strong background in accounting and auditing. He's also a certified public accountant, or CPA, in Washington State. This is an important qualification that shows he has met the requirements to practice accounting professionally. Okay, let's talk about the money. In 2024, Mr. Whitney had a base salary of $257,500. That's a good chunk of change. It's what he gets paid before any bonuses or other incentives. He also had the opportunity to earn an annual cash bonus, and it was targeted at 35% of his base salary. This bonus depends on how well he and the company perform. If he hits all his targets, he could earn an extra $90,125. Mr. Whitney also received restricted stock units, also known as RSUs, with a value of $121,000. RSUs are basically shares of company stock that he will receive over time as long as he stays with the company. It's an incentive to stick around and help the company do well. And of course, he gets the usual benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. All of those things are part of the total compensation package. For 2025, his compensation is expected to stay about the same. It could be adjusted when he takes his new position. We will see that in future reports. This part of the filing lists the exhibits, which are extra documents that are included with the report. It's mostly for regulatory compliance. This is just a technical exhibit. It's basically the cover page information in a format that computers can read easily. It's used for data analysis and filing purposes. This is the formal signature section. It basically says that the company is signing off on this report and that everything in it is true and accurate to the best of their knowledge. The report is signed by Christy T. Harlan, who is the Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary. She's basically the company's top lawyer and compliance officer. Now let's step back and take a broader look at what this all means. First, the promotion of Alex Whitney is a sign that WEYERHAEUSER sees him as a valuable asset and trusts him with more responsibility. He's relatively young for such a senior position, which suggests they're investing in their future leadership. Second, the fact that David Wold was doing double duty as CFO and principal accounting officer might have been a temporary situation. Separating these roles allows both executives to focus on their core responsibilities and potentially improve efficiency. From the numbers, we see that in 2024, Mr. Whitney was already earning a good salary and had a significant amount of his compensation tied to the company's performance. This aligns his interests with those of the shareholders and incentivizes him to drive growth and profitability. WEYERHAEUSER is navigating a challenging market with fluctuating timber prices and evolving environmental regulations. The company is positioning itself for the future by investing in sustainable forestry practices and expanding its product offerings. Looking at WEYERHAEUSER's overall financial health, it's important to consider their revenue growth, profit margins, and debt levels. The company has been generating solid revenue. It's also important to compare WEYERHAEUSER's valuation metrics, such as its price-to-earnings ratio, to those of its competitors. This can help determine whether the stock is overvalued, undervalued, or fairly priced. A reasonable target price range would be $30–$35 based on current industry trends and company performance. In conclusion, I'm leaning towards a cautiously bullish outlook on WEYERHAEUSER. The company is making smart moves to strengthen its leadership team and adapt to the changing market. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please subscribe, like, and comment.